You are not here by accident. Not because the algorithm pushed this video. Not because you were bored or curious. Something deeper pulled you here. A part of you that never forgot the truth has been waiting for the rest of you to arrive. Listen closely. Reality is not happening to you. Reality is happening through you. Every single moment, you are doing the most powerful thing any being can do. You are turning infinite possibility into one chosen experience. You are collapsing an ocean of quantum waves into the single wave you call my life. The only difference between a life that feels like a cage and a life that feels like pure magic is whether you do this consciously or unconsciously. Science calls it the observer effect. Mystics have called it God, Source, Brahman, the One. They are talking about the same thing. The instant consciousness observes, possibility becomes actuality. Right now, as these words move through your awareness, you are performing that act. You are choosing which version of this moment becomes real for you. Most people never notice they have this power because they observe on autopilot. They look through yesterday's filters, yesterday's fears, yesterday's stories, yesterday's beliefs. So the quantum field politely hands them more of yesterday, forever. But the moment you wake up inside the act of observing, the game ends and a completely new one begins. Imagine reality as an endless library. Every possible story already exists on the shelves. Every version of your finances, your relationships, your body, your destiny. They are all there, perfectly written, waiting in silence. Your consciousness is the only reader. The book you pull down and open is the only story that gets to play out. Everything else stays on the shelf, unexperienced, unrealized. Unconscious people stumble into the library half asleep and grab the same dog-eared book they read yesterday. Struggle. Not enough. Waiting. Proving. They wonder why the plot never changes. Conscious people turn on the lights and start choosing completely different books. That is all manifestation actually is. Waking up inside the library and remembering you are the reader, not the character. When you become aware that you are observing, not just seeing, not just thinking, but aware that awareness itself is present, something immediate happens. The texture of now changes. Colors deepen. Sounds become more vivid. A quiet electricity runs under everything. That feeling is the quantum field, noticing that the reader finally showed up awake. And then the signs begin. First, synchronicities explode. Not cute little coincidences, but jaw-dropping alignments that feel like the universe is winking at you. The exact amount of money appears the day you need it. The person you were just thinking about calls. A book falls open to the one sentence you needed to read. This is not reward. This is proof you are pulling entirely new books off the shelf. Second, people around you start behaving differently without you saying a word. The colleague who always ignored you suddenly offers help. The partner who never listened suddenly hears you. They did not change. The version of them that matches your new observation simply stepped forward while the old version quietly returned to the shelf. Third, time starts to feel elastic. You know things before they happen, not as prediction, but as quiet certainty. Past memories lose their sting because you are no longer reading them through the same frightened eyes that wrote them. You begin to feel the soft click inside your chest when a new probability wave collapses. And sometimes you even feel yourself choosing which click happens. Fourth, physical reality begins to lag behind your observation. Like a loyal but slightly slow dog, you observe peace, connection, abundance, and for a few days or weeks, the outer world still looks like the old story. Most people panic here and grab the old book again. See, nothing changed. But if you stay awake, refusing to read the old story, the dog eventually catches up. The outer picture reorganizes itself to match the new book you are calmly holding. That lag is the final test. It separates those who understand in theory from those who live it. So how do you stay awake in the library? 4 words. That's all you ever need. Notice that you're noticing. That's the entire practice. When you wake up tomorrow, before thought starts, before you reach for your phone, notice that noticing is already happening. Feel the silent presence that is awake before the me shows up. That presence is the reader. When you drink coffee, notice that noticing is happening. When anger rises, notice that noticing is happening. When joy explodes, notice that noticing is happening. Do not try to fix the story. Just remember you are the reader. Every time you remember, you turn the page. Here's a game that speeds everything up. Pick any ordinary object. Your phone, a tree outside, your own hand. Look at it the way you normally do. Watch how fast the label appears. Phone, tree, hand, and the old stories start. That is unconscious observation. Now look again, but refuse every label. Look as if you just arrived from another galaxy and have no idea what anything is. Look until the object starts looking back, until it becomes impossibly alive, almost laughing at how obvious its existence is. You will feel a gentle pop behind your eyes. That pop is a brand new book opening for the first time in your personal timeline. Do this with everything, with your partner, your bank account, your body in the mirror, the problem you've carried for years. Watch reality start behaving like a playful mirror instead of a strict teacher. One day you will feel the exact moment a probability collapses. It feels like a soft click in the chest, or a sigh of relief. You will know who is calling before the phone rings. You will know the contents of an email before you open it. And sometimes you will feel yourself choosing which version arrives. This is not woo-woo. This is simply what happens when the reader remembers the library is theirs. At that point, the question is no longer how do I manifest? The question becomes, what kind of reader do I choose to be today? Do I choose books of wonder, ease, laughter, and impossible beauty? Or do I keep rereading the same tired tragedies out of habit? The library never closes. The lights are on right now. No one is stopping you from walking to any shelf you want, except the part of you that is still asleep. Wake up. Notice, right now, that noticing is happening. Feel it. Welcome home. If this message found you today, it is because part of you is already strolling through the higher shelves, pulling down books you didn't even know existed, and the rest of you is finally ready to follow. In the comments, write the only sentence that matters. I notice, I'm noticing. Watch what starts happening in the next hours and days. And if you want to, keep the lights blazing in the library so more people can find their way in. Hit like, subscribe, turn on the bell, and share this with one person you know is ready to wake up. The more readers who walk in awake, the brighter it gets for everyone. See you on the quantum shelves. I notice, I'm noticing, and so do you.